One of Maine's great fall events is about to begin. The Damariscotta Pumpkinfest and Regatta will celebrate giant pumpkins as art, as boats, and as impressive achievements in gardening.
This year's fest is also hoping to draw attention to a new scholarship fund created in memory of one pumpkin grower who made her mark on the community while just a teenager. Here's News Center Maine's Don Kerrigan.
The Damariscotta Pumpkinfest is back in full this year. As setup started on Friday, the pumpkins began rolling in. Then the weekend weigh-offs to find out who grew the biggest. But while there is excitement at a full festival being back, for the Pumpkinfest family, there is still something different.
So yeah, they've been, a part of this since near the beginning.
Edwin Pierpont has been one of the top growers in Maine for a dozen years or more. Last year, he set another state record, the first time ever a Maine pumpkin weighed over a ton. That's daughter Paris standing with him.
We have pumpkin patch tours.
Growing giant pumpkins has become a passion for the whole Pierpont family. Paris and her brother Justice also raised prize winners as kids, says their mom Bobby.
As much as they hated it and complained, when it came way off time, there was that sense of pride. I grew that.
And a sense of pride as well, she says, as their dad set new records.
She was so super proud of him. She had shared with me a post that she had done on Snapchat, and it was of her and him, and he had taken 2 records in one day.
But just days after that moment of family pride, an unthinkable tragedy. Paris Pierpont, age 17, lost her life in a car accident. Her death was devastating to not only her family, but also the Pumpkinfest community and Paris's many friends at 2 high schools. Her father's pumpkin on display in a closed-off downtown street became an instant memorial.
It was, and I think it was as much as it possibly could be, maybe a little comfort to the family that she was so well liked and loved.
I'm in disbelief still. So.
Bobby Pierpont says that tremendous community support from both friends and total strangers showed just how much Paris had affected other lives.
She was determined, and she had a lot of grace and a lot of passion in her for whatever it was she was doing.
Paris had planned to continue supporting people, training to become an EMT and work on ambulances in preparation for becoming a nurse. She had already taken and passed the basic EMT course.
I remember getting a text from her. It's like, "Mom, I passed my test. I can now help people." She was so excited.
Now, a year after that tragedy, the Pumpkinfest has created a scholarship fund in Paris Pierpont's memory to help others realize the same dream that she had. The scholarships will pay for more people to get the training to be EMTs and paramedics, a field, like nursing, urgently needed in Maine. Pumpkinfest co-founder Bill Clark says they're now trying to spread the word about the scholarships so more people will be able to follow her lead.
And that we honor Paris's memory with something that's meaningful in the field that she wanted to go into. She was hell-bent that she was going to be an EMT and a nurse, and I am hell-bent that this is going to happen, and we're going to try and make it continue as long as we can, and we're going to do it right.
And as the family prepared for another pumpkin harvest, Bonnie Pierpont said they are honored to know that in years to come, people will be saving lives in their daughter's name. It's got to be something.
It is. It's very humbling. It really is. She would be honored. She would be. She would be honored herself. She was a very humble person. So, she's loving it.
In Jefferson, Don Kerrigan, News Center, Maine.
You can find the details about that scholarship fund on the Damariscotta Pumpkinfest website.